Right, so we got some good news on the Golf. So I'm going to update you. So previously, I came out here, I changed the battery in the key fob, and then it wouldn't start. Bit of a nightmare, wasn't it? And I hadn't been able to use it for over a week. So it's just been sat here. And then I got in touch with Alan Mead from Auto Technics in Southampton, and lovely bloke, knows his stuff. I mean, I haven't seen him for many years, since he was in his little unit, and you know, he's come on, he's doing really well. He's got quite a, he's got a team of people working for him, decent sized unit. So if you ever have any issues with your immobilisers or keys or anything like that, get your vehicle recovered to them, because they know their stuff, and they're really cheap as well. I really couldn't believe it. So we've been going to these car shows as well for many years, and I've always been inquiring about the prices for keys for my van to get a spare key cut. And the prices are always ridiculous, near on £200 to get a key cut. So when I had this issue, I was expecting, about £150 for a new key, and then whatever else it would cost for the labour. So what actually happened was, we'd come out here, I started it up, and it would just die straight away. And what had happened was, because I'd changed the battery in the key fob, now the actual transponder for the immobiliser isn't in the remote part, it's actually in the bit with the key. So what had happened is when I'd taken this apart, somehow the actual microchip in here wasn't secured, and it fell out. And then obviously I kept on trying to start it. The immobiliser, the car, thought it was trying to be stolen, and it put some sort of lock on the immobiliser, and it turned out it was actually quite a bit of a nightmare for Alan to get it sorted out. So we had to take all the dash out, which is an absolute nightmare, which is why I didn't want to go down that route doing it myself, because you've got to take the steering wheel off to get that little, well, I don't know. You might be able to get a dash out without taking the steering wheel off. I don't know, but he's also fixed all that little red bit in the middle, that dash which lights up. So he's fixed all of that. Yeah, amazing job. I mean, absolutely amazing. And in the end, the keys, what was it, £95 plus VAT for a new key. Absolutely spot on. And also, not only did I get a new key, he's also reconditioned the old key, put a new chip in there. That's why it was hard work, because I'd had no spare key. So we had to get into the system itself, and of course, where this is the V6 4Motion, there's not a lot of software out there for reading fault codes and all the rest of it, unless you're actually VW. But obviously, if you go to the dealership, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot more. So trying to find aftermarket software is a bit of a nightmare, but Alan knows his stuff, and he managed to get in and sorted it all out, and yeah, happy days, absolute result. So make sure you check out Auto Technics. I will leave a link down in the description. But yes, in Southampton, South Coast based, but really helpful, and he knows his stuff. And I actually mentioned to him about the key on my T4, how the remote doesn't work, and he said, oh yeah, what you do is you do this, you do that. I was just like, yeah, I've only got one key. He was just like, ah. But yeah, it just goes to show they really know their stuff. So absolutely buzzing, mate, buzzing. So yeah, I've got two keys here now, and I'll show you that it is actually working. So key goes in, there we go. You can see it's all lit up really bright red now. I don't know how well you can actually see the writing this time. Yeah, I think it's just the camera. That is so clear. It's I think it just doesn't pick it up on the camera. But yeah, no, spot on. It's alive. Love it, love it. But yeah, I just it's almost up to temperature, because I've just gone and got some vinyl paint, because if you remember, we done all of the interior roof lining. All this has been done black. So I went to Halfords, and I just got myself a can of another can of vinyl trim. So all of these, I think these show up on camera in grey, but they're definitely not grey. This is definitely black. So what I've done is I've gone to get another can, because I've got the bit round the boot to do. If anyone could help me out with any parts, obviously I'll pay, but yeah, if anyone's got any bits that they can help me with. So the boot, the tailgate, the boot handle that I want, I don't want one of these cheap plastic ones. I want a proper OEM one, ideally in black, so that I don't have to spray it, because I really don't want to be having to paint it. It's just, if I can get a decent, good quality black one, then I can just put it straight in. Happy days, job done. And then obviously the mirror, one of these mirrors, which is those anti-dazzle ones, need one of them as well. And I don't think I need anything else. Nothing else on the list. It's just a case of, got to do these grey bits black, because these are really bugging me. And these bits, I can get some dye, so I might get some dye and dye these black rather than them staying grey. And then everything's done. Result. Right, let's go out the back and start spraying. Right, well, we interrupt this because I painted all of this up. As you can see, there's reminiscence of the black paint on the back, but it all went wrong. I caught it just a little bit and it left a little mark, and it sort of like went through to the plastic. So I was just like, oh, that's okay, I'll just rub it back. Because on the other panels, when I rubbed it back with sandpaper, the actual paint rubbed back. You know, it sort of like sanded down like normal paint would. But when I done it on this one, as soon as I put some sandpaper on there, it all sort of like peeled off and just started rolling off the whole paint. And I was pretty much able to just peel it all off in, well, it came off like a skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this black suede, and we're going to sway it, put some suede on there. Right, well there it is. I didn't film any of it because I knew it was going to be an absolute pain. And yeah, I can see why these upholstery companies charge quite a lot of money to do this. So you actually use quite a lot of material. I use that kind of length because of the way it stretches, and yeah, it's just an absolute nightmare. These bits around the corner, it was really quite hard. But I'm really happy with how it's come up. It's come up looking really good. So now it's just a case of going to fit it in the Golf. Happy days. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie, but it looks absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, I haven't put that panel back on yet because I'm waiting for a tailgate handle. If any of you guys can help me out. There we go, one of these ones. Yeah, all the metal all around the edge there is completely gone. Well, you can't see any of that grey trim at all anymore, all around the edge. That is stunning, isn't it? Look how good it looks. That really does tidy up that boot, finishing that bit off, because that was grey and that stood out loads. Now it's just this grey bit here. It goes all the way around, both sides. Oh, that's mad. Right, well, where do I start? The Golf is looking absolutely fantastic. The T4, what a vehicle, I love that. The T5, great vehicle, needs a little bit of work doing on it. So these are all things that we're going to look at next year. We're going to, we've got service the Golf. I've got quite a bit of, I'll say I've got quite a lot to do on the T4. I've got loads of little jobs, little niggly things to get done on the T4. The T5, ball joints and tie rods, and that's it. So I'm hoping that 2023 will be a good year, so that I haven't got loads going on, that I can actually get out there and meet some of you guys, because I do get a lot of messages from you lot asking me, when am I going travelling, where am I going to be? And so it's, I mean, the last few years I haven't really done anything apart from just, you know, Santa Pod. So 2023 I am hoping and planning to come out and meet a lot more of you. I have actually met a couple of you this year, which has been great. So I did go to one show down in, oh, where was that? I can't remember now. It was quite a while ago, down Portsmouth way. But yeah, we went down there, had a meet up, and I've also met one of you guys down from Dorset way. So yeah, you know, meeting you guys, you're absolutely fantastic. But it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you had an absolutely fantastic time spending it with your loved ones and your family and friends. I know I've had a great one. I've eaten way too much, and I wouldn't say I've drunk too much because I'm not a really big drinker, but I've had plenty of cups of tea, so that's good. And I've also eaten plenty of Christmas cake. So, I love Christmas cake. Mince pies, love it. I do have a sweet tooth when it comes to Christmas food. Absolutely stunning, love it, gorgeous. Right, oh, that's still hot. We're going to wrap it up now. I'm going to go edit this up. I'm going to go chill till next year, because, you know, it's got a couple of days till next year. I don't know, we'll get on with something. I'll see you soon. Right, thank you very much for all your support this year and the past few years. Been absolutely fantastic. You guys, amazing. Amazing. Amazing! You guys, I love you. I love you all, every single one of you. Thank you very much. I hope 2023 is a really good year for all of you guys, and hopefully we get to see some of you. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you on the next one. See you next year, mate. See you next year.